I see a new moon rising. Somehow it seems like a brand new sky. And all this time I've been waiting, just wasting my life. I thought it was cruel destiny. I think there's room somewhere in the mind to let go of all these things I've left behind. I'm in a life that I never used to think could be mine. So much for expectancy. Now I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Time has ways of cooling down emotion. I thought you'd feel this way until the end of time. And I think time itself is endless. There's a limit on your life. Live it how you wanna be. Just be glad that you're alive and free. Yeah. Cause I think time itself is endless. There's a limit on your life. You live it how you wanna be. And just be glad if you're alive and free. Thank you so much. Awesome, thanks. I think it should be fun on the wall.
Yeah, it looks fun to sing. Beautiful day. You sound great.
Thank you. One once again, I'm just so thankful everyone could make it out tonight. I'm so glad we switched it to tonight from last night. It's perfect atmosphere to be out here playing music and just enjoying the sunset. So it means so much to see you all here. For those I haven't met personally, my name's Seth Campbell. I'm sort of a family friend, I guess. Jinx and my dad go back to grade school together. So when it was decided with everything locking down last year that I would be coming up here just because it's probably safer to grocery shop here than in the city, in Boston, where I normally live, we talked about, could be fun to have some people over and play some music and, do some nice safely distanced sort of garden party events, and we did, and it just went so well that we decided to do it again, and here I am. Here I am to, you could say we're going to turn it on again. Thank you. Little Genesis for you there. so excited, and I am really hoping we, as a country and as a globe, don't screw all this up, because I have tickets to see Genesis reunion in December. They're the one band that I have always wanted to see that I never got to see. Fingers crossed.
You'll never see Genesis. Wow.
I've seen several members of Genesis on their solo projects, but
Well, I gotta hit Elton on his way by.
So for those who don't know, I love to take requests. I would love to play the songs you want to hear. I sent around my repertoire via Jinx through email that people could take a look at, but I also have a box of index cards up on the corner of the steps there that have all the songs that I know how to play written on them. The artist is on the front of the cards, they're alphabetical, and then on the back of the cards is all the songs by that artist that I know. So if you feel like it, please feel completely free to take a look through any song you see in there. I would be delighted to play for you.
How many songs are in there, Seth?
I lost count a long time ago, but somewhere around 1800, I think.
Challenge.
Well, come a little bit closer and hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we can dream the night away. But there's a full moon rising. Let's go out and feel the night. We know where the music's playing. Let's go dancing in the light. Cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Yes, I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I loved you from afar. And when we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But it's getting late. 'cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Yes, I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. Thank you. The Bruce Hornsby song called The Show Goes On. What's with the long face? What's all the crying for? Didn't you expect it when you opened your door to the man with the long coat? A long list of victims, everybody watching knows he's the one keeping the score. From where she sits, everyone stands in judgment. Everybody watching as the curtain falls down. I see the light do a long, slow fade as the show goes on. And sad-eyed sisters go walking on, with everyone watching on. As the show goes on, autumn's coming in, well, the summer's all gone, but still without you, well, the show goes on. Some say she's alright, some say she'll never learn. Some people rush into things, some stand and wait their turn. I've been here all along, standing here all this time, but you never notice. Just let the same tired flames burn. From where I sit, everyone stands in judgment. Everybody watching as the curtain falls down. Oh, see the lights do a long, slow fade as the show goes on. Sad-eyed sisters go walking on. Everyone watching on as the show goes on. Autumn's coming in, well, the summer's all gone, still without you, while the show goes on. Well, time is passing, to another cold dawn. Keep on walking on. Keep on talking, talking, talking all alone. Oh, oh, oh. She sits, everyone stands in judgment. Everybody watching as the curtain falls down. Oh, see the lights do a long, slow fade, and the show goes on. Sad-eyed sisters go walking on, with everyone watching on. The show goes on. Autumn's coming in, well the summer's all gone. Still without you, well the show goes on. Thank you. So again, if anyone has any requests, please don't be shy. Let me know what you want to hear.
I do.
What do you got?
What about Tiny Dancer by Elton John?
I can definitely do that. This is one of the more requested songs. I usually, obviously I haven't done any for the past year, but I usually play a piano bar every week or so. It's one of the songs that gets requested the most often. Yeah, as I mentioned before, there's a box of index cards on the corner of the stairs there that have all the songs I know how to play listed on the cards. Artist is on the front, and then all the songs by that artist that I know are on the back. So if you can't think off the top of your head of something and you want to take a quick look through, any song you see in there, I would be thrilled to play for you. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band, pretty eyes, pirate smile. Would you marry music man? Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus freaks out in the street, handing tickets out for God, and looking at, she just laughs. The boulevard ain't that bad. The piano man who makes a stand in the auditorium, and looking on, she sings their song, the words she knows, the tune she hums. Oh, and it feels so real, lying here, no one near, only you, and you can hear me as I say softly, slowly, hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway, lay me down on sheets of linen. You've had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway, lay me down in sheets of linen. You've had a busy day today. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band, pretty eyes, a pirate smile, merry music man, ballerina, must have seen her dancing in the sand. And now Oh, and it feels so real, lying here, and no one near, only you, and you can hear me as I say softly, slowly, hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You've had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You've had a busy day today. Thank you.
What do you got? Oh my goodness, what, any song, any of those songs in particular? No. Well, I mean, the songs I know are on the back.
We got some requests here. I'm gonna spread them out through the evening, but I promise you I will get to all of them. I got some plans here. There's a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park. The meantime, south of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is sexy, double 4 time. You feel alright, you hear the music play. You step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain to hear the jazz go down. Too much competition in other places, but only the horns are blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south in London town. There's a crowd of young boys standing round in the corner. Them dressed in their breast brown baggies and their platform soles. They don't give a damn about no trumpet playing band. That ain't what they call rock and roll. But then the Sultans, now the Sultans played some Creole. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. Mind it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. But then an old guitar is all he can afford when he gets under the lights to do his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job and he's doing alright. But he can play that honky-tonk like anything. He's saving it up for Friday night. For the Sultans, for the Sultans of Swing. Well, then a man stands right on up to the microphone, and he says at last, just as the time bell rings, thank you, good night, now it's time to go home. And he makes it fast with just one more thing. We are the Sultans, we are the Sultans of Swing. real. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. And how can I when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day, another lonely day. Yeah, you can go your own way, go your own way. And why everything turned around? Packing up, shacking up's all you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, 'cause everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lovely day, another lovely day. You can go your own way. You can go your own way. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lovely day, another lovely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lovely day. Thank you very much.
A lot of people appreciated that segue.
Yeah, that is. I earned the nickname Segway at Berkeley. That is why. That's the first. I actually do YouTube demonstrations, and that was the first ever episode. Was those two songs?
And it got to the point where even Toto calls you by that name.
Yes, the members of the band Toto know me as Segway now, and that's a long story.
Tell us. It's real impressive. What do you got?
You'll forgive me for checking my phone for just a second. I had someone who was going to try to make it out here tonight. I just want to make sure they're not lost. No word. Another request here. This is one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite artists, Mr. Peter Gabriel. Looking down on empty streets, all she can see, all the dreams all made sung, all the dreams made real. All of the buildings and all of the cars were once just a dream in somebody's head. She pictured Pictures the broken glass, pictures the steam, pictures a soul with no leak at the seam. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness comes. Nowhere in the corridors, a pale green and grey. Nowhere in the suburbs, in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone. Words support like bone, dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out, looking for mercy in your daddy's arms again, dreaming of Mercy Street. I swear they moved that sign, looking for mercy in your daddy's arms. Pulling out the papers from drawers that slide smooth, tugging at the darkness, word upon word, confessing all the secret things in the warm velvet box. To the priest, he's the doctor, he can handle the shocks. Thinking of the tenderness, tremble in the hips, of kissing Mary's lips, dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out, looking for mercy in your daddy's arms again. Thank you so much. There's actually my favorite story about that song. I don't know if anyone saw the classic albums documentaries. There was a whole series done in '97. I don't know if they were part of VH1 and Storytellers or if they were just their own thing, but you can find them on DVDs and on Amazon and stuff now, and they are just some of the best documentaries. They go behind the scenes with the musicians, the producers, everything. I've got one of those coming.
He's already prepared for you.
The story I love of that song is Peter really wanted to have an octave lower harmony as he sang the verses. So it would be, when he's singing "Looking out on empty streets," there would be a second voice that he would do, "Looking out on empty streets, all she can see." But then it goes too low. "Other dreams all made solid, other dreams made real." And it wasn't coming out. So his producer, Daniel Lanois, who is a bit of an insane genius in a lot of ways, had this idea. He said, "Okay, Peter, here's what you're going to do. You're going to sleep in the studio tonight, right next to the microphone. We're going to have everything set up and queued up. So when you wake up tomorrow, the first thing you do before you have any coffee, before you say hello to anybody, before you start talking and getting your vocal cords warmed up, you're going to sing that low harmony." And it worked. So the voice you hear on the record is a very tired first thing in the morning Peter Gabriel singing harmony with himself. I love the minutia and trivia of a lot of classic rock. I have been known to hog conversations at parties, which is probably why I don't get invited to that many. But as you've no doubt noticed, I have a whole bag of tricks here with me. I've always been the type to pick up any instrument I find, see what I can hack out of it. And, a lot of them, there are a lot I would take on stage and a lot I definitely would not take on a stage. So, hopefully these are all ones that are good enough. I tuned this thing just before, but it's been sitting in the sun, so now it's off. But trust me, it's worth sacrificing a minute or two to retune than to hear all the songs without it tuned. So I want to do a song. It's funny because my grandmother, who's here on this lovely evening, sent in a request that I play one of the funny novelty songs that I like to do, and amazingly enough, I had been practicing this one just to play tonight already. So this is a song originally written by a guy by the name of Andy Breckman, who you might know. He's a writer, filmmaker, created the movie Rat Race, created the TV series Monk. And he does a little music on the side, and he is good friends with one Livingston Taylor, brother of James and professor at Berkeley of stage performance, a man whose class I was very lucky to be able to take. And I feel like I learned a lot from him, and he loves to throw in a couple of these goofy little Andy Breckman songs to his set, and I'd like to do one now for you. I don't know if you saw, 10, 15 years ago, there was this sort of little initiative. You'd occasionally get a $1 bill that would have a little purple stamp on it that said, "Track this bill at where'sgeorge.com," and you could put the serial number, and everyone else who had that dollar bill who did that, you could see a list like, oh, this dollar bill was in California and then Missouri, and now it's here. This is a song about one such dollar bill. It's called the Dollar Bill Song. She took a dollar bill from her wallet. She picked up a ballpoint pen. She wrote down the words, "I love you," next to the picture of George Washington. She took the dollar bill to the grocery store. She bought herself a chocolate cake. She gave the dollar bill to the grocery man, and she went back home to wait. The grocery store gave the dollar bill to a fat guy from Baton Rouge. He spent the bill at the hardware store on a box of flat-top screws. The hardware store gave the dollar bill to a customer named Clive, who, by the way, is the son of one of the original Dave Clark Five. The hardware store, Clive spent the bill at the laundromat. They gave it to a lady named Fran. Fran's younger son stole the bill from her purse and went to see Wayne's World 2 again. The movie theater guy spent the dollar bill on a subway ride uptown, and 5 minutes later the bill was in the pocket of a gambling man named Brown. Now Brown bit the bill in a poker game. He was sitting on inside straight. The bill went home with a man named Jones, who was sitting on a pair of eights. Jones took the bill to the savings bank. The teller's name was Dan. Dan gave the bill to, oh my God, Rabbi Finkelman. I'm with you all the time, and I can hear you loud and clear. Give a tug along the vine, and you know I will be there. Anyway, the rabbi spent the bill on a ham and cheese to go. They gave the bill to a guy who gave it to his best friend Joe. Now Joe had planned to spend it on some flowers for his bride, but he was mugged by a junkie named Doug in the parking lot outside. Doug's old lady spent the bill on a couple of cans of beer. She eventually becomes a very important poet, but that don't matter here. The liquor store guy put the dollar bill in his register, but then Doug the junkie said stick 'em up, and the bill was his again. He gave the bill to a girl named Jill, who gave it to a lady named Flo. She gave the bill to a real short guy whose name I do not know. He gave the bill to another short guy, who gave it to a guy named Jake. Jake took the bill to the bar and grill and bought himself a sirloin steak. Now later that day I happened to say, think I'll stop by the bar and grill. The barman counted out my change and he handed me the dollar bill. Well, I ran to the phone, I dialed up her number as fast as my fingers could do. I said, baby, I just got your message. Baby, I love you too. I'm with you all the time, and I can hear you loud and clear. Give a tug along the vine, and you know I will be there. Honey, you don't need no dime, you don't need no subway fare. Just give a tug along the vine, and you know I will be there. I'm with you everywhere. I love that song. Well, I have the guitar out. Might as well do a couple more on it.
I have an announcement.
Yes?
The La Rochelle campaign. Roger La Rochelle is the reason that we have this beautiful space. Oh my God.
Well,
He got that one in conservation about a year ago, Doublehead, and continues to just work on the Swan Lake. So I've got chills that we have.
well, thank you for making this possible. This is the most beautiful stage I have ever played in my life.
If he has a request, let's play his first. And then his sidekick writes all the letters. You guys know that's if you want to get a good education.
This was one of the more popular ones I did last year when I was here, and it's a song that turned 50 last year, and the original album it was on, it's an album you might know called Tea for the Tillerman, by an artist who now goes by the name Yusuf Islam. Used to go by Cat Stevens. And last year he did something incredibly bold, honestly, as an artist. He went in with a bunch of new musicians and completely reimagined Tea for the Tillerman, recorded all the same songs in completely new styles with some of his incredible musician friends. So that album, Tea for the Tillerman 2, is, if you know the original, it's worth your time. It's a truly amazing listen. But this is the original version of this song, which for the remake, he took one of his old vocal tracks and split his new voice with his young voice. And if you know this song, you'll understand how that works. This is a song called Father and Son. It's not time to make a change. Just sit down, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I am happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to explain? When I do, he turns away again. It's always been the same old story. The moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. All the times that I've cried, keeping everything I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. Thank you so much. So,
They haven't built anything yet, but that's the one I can get up on.
are there any Glen Hansard fans here tonight? Anybody know who that is? Glen Hansard has become one of my favorite songwriters in recent years. And it's fitting that I go from a Cat Stevens song to a Glen Hansard song, because I've often said that Hansard singing sounds like Cat Stevens having a nervous breakdown. Which I mean as a compliment, because he's one of the most emotive singers I've ever heard. And if you've seen the film once, you know what that's all about. So this is one of his lesser-known songs, and he tells the story to show us his dad had an incredibly generous heart. He got the nickname Jesus down at the pub in Dublin, because he'd always buy you another round. But also, like, if you had nowhere to go, Glen describes as a young man, he and his siblings would see his dad come home with this half-passed out guy over his shoulder, say, hey, this is Seamus. He's going to be staying here for 2 or 3 weeks until he gets himself back on his feet, you know. And so there'd always be some characters in the Hansard household. They became known as the Drunkles. And they would tell all these stories from the myriad of lives they had lived, and this is a song that was inspired by some of those stories, wartime stories. It's about those who don't show up to fight for what's right when the time counts. It's called Lowly Deserter. Lowly deserter, sing that old song, sing a new one for the man still in battle, far from heaven. Raise your voice up and sing to them. Lonely, lonely, it must be lonesome. Take a hard look at yourself and your brother still in battle. Sing his praises, or don't sing again. And when that feeling comes to find you, don't deny you never ran. When that feeling comes to take you walking the streets of hell. And when that feeling comes to find you, don't deny you ever ran. When that question, it comes to take you, let it take you walking the streets of hell. Lowly deserter, sing that old song, sing a new one for the man still in battle, far from heaven. Raise your voice up and sing to them. Lonely deserter. Oh, sing their praises, or don't sing again. So I'd like to do one of my own songs now, if you don't mind. I do write a little bit, not as much as I would like. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and as such, if I don't have a deadline to finish a song, then it never tends to get finished, because I always think, what I've got's okay, but there's got to be a better option somewhere. And I never find that better option, so this song just kind of sits unfinished. But I do have one that I finished a couple months ago. It's a song, I turned 27 recently, and I think I'm kind of having the reality sandwich, to borrow a phrase, that comes with turning 30. And, because I mean, as a kid, I had, dreams of being a rock star, the next Billy Joel, the next Elton John. And of course, the industry doesn't really work that way these days. And, I'm getting to the point where I'm always, and obviously I continue to, pursue my music and my dream, and I'll never stop. But, just kind of realizing that, it's time to reframe the perspective. I'm past the up and coming stage. And so that led to a lot of thoughts, and just again sort of reevaluating my life. And this is the song that came out of it. It's called A While Ago. I thought I'd be a better man by now, have just enough of life figured out, might even be ready to settle down, but at least know where to look for solid ground. I'd be a worthy player in the show, but I know that ship sailed a while ago. I know I never look for perfect by any means. I know life can never live up to your dreams, but everything's more fragile than it seems. There's too many cracks to get lost in between. I used to think belief could make it so, but now I know that sun set a while ago. Running to the shore to watch my future fade away, standing in the shadows of the dimming of the day, as the nights keep getting longer. You made it clear you had to draw a line. You carried enough burdens without mine. I promised and I swore that we'd be fine. I guess I must have thought I had more time. I thought that I could learn to lose my pride before you decide that you had to go. But that dream died a while ago. I closed my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams passed before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Included that little tease at the end to show that, yes, I do realize that I ripped off Dust in the Wind, but... All right. Let's see what else I have here.
Seth,
Yeah?
after, later on, how about walking in Memphis?
Oh,
love
very good.
the way you do that.
Thank you. I can definitely do that. So, among the instruments I play is the Irish whistle. Comes from having an Irish grandpa. And, being brought up on a lot of great Celtic music. And I've been working on, because I kind of taught myself the penny whistle, and I was playing with my mentor's rock band. I actually went on tour with them. We called it Jethro Tull 2.0. So I was playing rock Irish flute, and I've recently been sort of rededicating myself to learning the more traditional nuances of Irish and Celtic music. So I'd like to play for you a couple of slip jigs that I've been working on. Traditional song slip jig just means it's in 9/8 as opposed to a regular jig, which is 6/8. And these are The Butterfly and Farewell to Wally Range. I play that as a setup for this next piece because this is quite possibly the most interesting request I've ever gotten, especially for something that I've written. Because, as I mentioned, I sent around my repertoire list, and my friend Jennifer, who's here this evening, chose probably the thing on there that I least expected anyone to choose. Because when I went to Berklee College of Music, and we had a lot of audio design projects, and one of them was to create a radio ad. And so I decided to make a radio ad for a non-existent Irish pub called Murray's, which is probably the only Irish pub in Boston that is non-existent because all the rest of them are there. And so it needed some original music, and so I figured, hey, I'll write some traditional Irish music. How hard can that be? Very, because there are so many traditional jigs, reels, hornpipes, slip jigs, you name it, that finding a combination of notes that has not been used is surprisingly difficult. So I ended up with something that I'm sure is in no way authentic to the traditional jig and reel style, but I ended up using it, I like it, and I put it on the list under songs that I wrote, and so I now present to you Segway's Jig and the Campbell's Reel. First time ever being performed live, incidentally. even further out of left field. Those of you who were here for the second show last year, well, actually, both of them, I believe I played something related to this at. I performed with a Peruvian folk band for on and off for about 4 years as a kid, and I am not kidding. I got to know a local group called Inca Sun, some amazing Peruvian musicians, South American Andean musicians who were based in Harvard Square at the time, and I just saw them perform regularly, and they started recognizing me in the crowd, and I bought some of the cheap little souvenir pan flutes that they would sell that you weren't really supposed to get actual music out of, but that had never stopped me before. So I would go up to them after the shows and say, hey, look, I learned this song of yours and this song of yours. And, they could have just easily told me to run along, but they were all so generous and so enthusiastic that this, at the time, 9-year-old kid was, 9-year-old white American kid at that was learning all of their songs by ear. The director, Cesar Villalobos, would say, you should come perform with us someday. And I and my family all thought, that'll never happen. That's such a a dream. That's so nice. But he's just saying it to be nice. Well, a few months later, he calls us and says, we're performing at the Rhode Island School of Design, a show for families. Does Seth want to perform with us? Do I want to perform with you? Yes, please. And honestly, as I look back on it, it was the first time that I had been invited to perform on some degree of merit. I mean, obviously, it was a bit of a gimmick. It was a show for kids, and as all of the Peruvian members of the band were in their full ponchos and hats and everything, very, authentic attire from the Andes Mountains, I was in my little felt costume that I had made myself. So, there was a certain element of cuteness, but at the same time, they knew I could play, and, they gave me harmony parts to play. I had done piano recitals and church talent shows and stuff at the Unitarian Church in town. But it was the first time that someone said, to me as a musician, you are worthy of being on stage with us. And I look back on that now, and the chance they took on me, and it still means the world. And most of them are back in Peru now, or Bolivia, where some of them came from. The economic crash of 2007 kind of got in the way of a lot of things. But I still look back incredibly fondly on my time with them, and I still talk to them from time to time. And I wanted to play a couple of Peruvian songs for you. One of them is it's almost like a pop traditional tune, if such a thing can be said to exist. It's called Pituco. Now, if I can ask you to extend me just a little more credibility and indulge me in something very ambitious, I guess is a way to put it. I decided 3 days ago that I wanted to try doing something that I hadn't done in probably about 15 years, which is do a song on siku, which is the proper name for a pan flute, and piano at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
So I have spent the last few days working on this song. And it's a song, it's an original song by Inca-san and by Cesar Villalobos, who's a dear friend and teacher. And it's a song he wrote about going home after traveling the world and representing the Inca culture and the Peruvian culture, to foreign dignitaries and, diplomatic events, cultural festivals all around the world. And this is a song about, going home with a suitcase full of souvenirs and mementos of everywhere he's been in the world, but ready to come home to his beloved home village in the mountains. It's called Pueblo Andino, which means Andean village. Ha llegado el momento en que tengo que partir a regreso hacia mi pueblo, que cuando debí salir hasta lleno mi equipaje de cosas que aprendí, de culturas diferentes, donde un día viví, salí pequeño a cumplir mis anhelos. Pueblo andino tan cerca del cielo, lo más hermoso que hay en este mundo. Yo jamás me fui, siempre estoy ahí, niña del pueblo, regreso a buscarte. Perdón te pido por estar ausente, en mi corazón siempre estuviste presente. Yo regreso a ti hasta el morir. Yo encontré lo del racismo, pero yo lo superé. Orgulloso de mi raza, sangre inca en mi ser. Por tener el pelo largo y cobrizo mi color, pero blancos son mis huesos y el grande corazón. Salí pequeño a cumplir mis anhelos. Pueblo andino tan cerca del cielo, el más hermoso que hay en este mundo. Yo jamás me fui, siempre estuve ahí, niña del pueblo, regreso a buscarte. Perdón te pido por estar ausente, en mi corazón siempre estuviste presente. penso a ti hasta el morir. Thank you so much. What makes that especially difficult, and I'd forgotten this until I started trying to do it again, is that on a piano, if you want to get a higher note, you go to the right. On a Seiko, if you want a higher note, you go to the left. So when you're doing them both at the same time, you know, you get the different halves of your brain are getting in fist fights. While I have this, I want to show something. One of the amazing things about Inca Sun is, in addition to a lot of traditional and original songs, they would record albums of covers that were largely asked for by casinos. So they would do songs like, you know, for example, Dust in the Wind, or Let It Be, or even Hotel California. And oddly enough, a lot of these songs, that was my introduction to them, is hearing a Peruvian folk band, an Andean folk band covering these classic songs. So I owe a widespread amount of my musical taste to them as well. And funnily enough, just this past summer, I noticed that a song that I know very well happens to work kind of perfectly in the style of a South American folk song. A San Juanito is a type of folk song, and so I'm gonna do just a little bit of that, and I want to see who can recognize it. Just as I thought it was going all right, I find that I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could say day, you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's white. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could leave, but I won't go. Though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. So why does it always seem to be me looking at you with you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Turning me on, turning me off, making me feel like I want too much. Living with you just to put me through it all. It's always the same, it's just a shame. So, but I love you more than I wanted to. There's no point in trying to pretend. There's been no one who makes me feel like you do. Say we'll be together till the end. I could leave, but I won't go. It'll be easier, I know. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. So why does it always seem to be me looking at you and you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame. That's all. But I love you more than I wanted to. There's no point in trying to pretend. There's been no one who makes me feel like you do. Say we'll be together till the end. But just as I thought it was going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame. So I could say day, you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know the hair's white. It's always the same, it's just a shame. So that's all. It's always the same, it's just a shame. That's all. Thank you. Let's see. Got some more requests earlier that I would like to get to. Now, the trouble with committing a lot of songs to memory is there's a lot of lyrics. And the trouble with a lot of lyrics is when songs don't make any sense at all and there is no through narrative, it can be really difficult to keep all the words straight. So that is my caveat going into this song. Watch out, you might get what you're after. Cool, babies. I'm strange, but not a stranger. I-M-O-D-N-A-R-Y. Burning down the house. Hold tight. Yeah, you might need a raincoat. Hold tight until the party's over. There has got to upon a place, sometimes I listen to myself. Gonna come in first place, but people on their way to work say, baby, what do you expect? Gonna burst into flames. So I don't remember the exact details of this conversation. But I realized at one point, talking about music history, that my sister had managed to confuse burning down the house with brick house. And I said, you know what? That could be really cool. She's a brick house. She's mighty, mighty, and letting it all hang out. She's a brick house. She's bad, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Burning down the house. So, I have a theory. I have a theory that I call the songwriter's paradox. I guess it's true of any creative artist types. You have the most material to create from and to be inspired by when the most garbage befalls your personal life. And I don't think there's any better example of that than the album by the artist Beck called Sea Change that came out in 2002. Now Beck is a weird guy. Does a lot of different styles, a lot of different instruments, all sorts of different scenes. And so it'll be rare to find more than, say, 4 or 5 people in any widespread discussion who can agree on what his best album is. But it's Sea Change, just trust me. He wrote this entire album, if I have this story correct, when he came home early to find his fiancée and his best friend together, shall we say. And this is the song that's it's about the aftermath of, I guess, saying goodbye to, well, a friend, a fiancé, and the life that he thought was in his future. It's a song called I Guess I'm Doing Fine. There's a bluebird at my window, but I can't hear the songs he sings. All the jewels in heaven, they don't look the same to me. As I wait for tides to turn, I can learn to leave the past behind. It's only lies that I'm living. It's only tears that I've cried. It's only you that I'm losing. I guess I'm doing fine. Yellow roses in the graveyard. Got no time to watch them grow. Now I bade a friend farewell. I can do whatever pleases me. It's only lies that I'm living. It's only tears that I've cried. It's only you that I'm losing. I guess I'm doing fine. Guess I'm doing fine. Press my face up to the window. See how warm it is inside. Time to find what I've been missing. Missing all this time. It's only lies that I'm living. Only tears that I've cried. It's only you that I'm losing. Guess I'm doing fine. I guess I'm doing fine. Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you. I love that song so much. Could someone from my entourage check my camera over there? I think I heard it beeping, which is not good because I just put new batteries in it. So I'd like to do another original, if I could. This is a song that I wrote. This is for a town that wasn't actually my own hometown, but the oldest cities in New England. And it's just this beautiful little old town, and I used to go there for school every day, and I knew that town like the back of my hand. And when eventually I got too old for the school I was going to, I stopped going to Newburyport as often, and then I would come back and I'd notice all of these little things that had changed, like nothing major, but just a store had closed down that I used to go to, or a restaurant had totally redecorated, and just each time I go back, there's just more and more little things that shouldn't matter all that much, but would just make me incredibly sad. And I'm an extremely, I wallow in nostalgia to an unhealthy degree. I'm willing to admit that. But so for me to go back there, and even today to go back there, and I can't help but picture what it was to me as a kid in elementary school and after school with, $10 in my pocket to go get a hot dog and then go to the bookstore. You know, just those fun little things. And, you know, especially over the pandemic, we've been hearing from friends who have been there about, you know, these local businesses that we knew so well that are having to close their doors. And Dragon's Nest, the toy store I always went to as a kid, closed recently. The one that hit me hardest, and those who know me well will understand why, was when Greta's Bakery finally closed. That was the one that hit the hardest. But this is a song for Newburyport and for that little hometown that everybody has. And it should be officially released as a single in a couple of months. So it is called The Town I Used to Know.
Coming home to Pleasant Street, I see how much has changed. The old bookstore's there, but the shelves are all rearranged. I guess I thought the world would wait as I moved on, but just how long have I been gone? People wave and say we haven't seen you for a while, but something's different in that once familiar smile. Gone so long, I'm an outsider in their mind. Just how much did I leave behind? Now the past is further back than I remember. I should have taken time to turn around. They say you can't go home again. I guess it's really so, 'cause this place is just a shadow of the town I used to know. Standing in the shadows of the home I used to know. There was a gallery, but I hear they've moved away. They've changed the menus in my favorite old cafe. Well, some would say it's progress, and I guess it's good to grow. But this just doesn't feel like home. 'Cause the past is further back than I remember. I should have taken time to turn around. They say you can't go home again. I guess it's really so, 'cause this place is just a shadow of the town I used to know. Standing in the shadows of the home I used to know. Dog stands no longer on the corner. The statue where the playground used to be. The barbershop closed down. It's now a restaurant. You know I've never been a stranger, but this town's sure strange to me. Now the past is further back than I remember. I should have taken time to turn around. They say you can't go home again. I guess it's really so. This place is just a shadow of the town I used to know. I'm standing in the shadows of the home I used to know.
Thank you so much. Well, as the sun goes down, I got a few tricks left here and a couple of requests still to get to. So once again, I want to thank everybody so much for coming out. It means the world to me, especially because we switched the date on you at the last minute and everything. But you know, I perform. That's what I do, and I haven't had many opportunities to perform, and especially to Jinx and to Laurie, I want to extend my extreme thanks for hosting me and for being so gracious and for inviting everyone and putting this whole thing on, because it is a release for me that I haven't gotten to have very much of. So I am so grateful to them and to all of you for being here. I have a good honky-tonk sound.
So this is a request I got for a song that I sang for a vocal recital as a little kid many, many years ago. And still, it's a fond place in my heart. It's one of the original jazz standards by Mr. Duke Ellington. You might know it. It's called Take the A Train. You must take the A train to get to Sugar Hill way up in Harlem. If you miss the A train, you'll find you missed the quickest way to Harlem. Hurry, get on now, it's coming. Listen to those rails a-humming. Sugar Hill in Harlem. Hurry, get on now, it's coming. Listen to those rails a-humming. All aboard, get on the A train. Soon you will be on Sugar Hill in Harlem. Up Dakota lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. Oh, one day his one ran off with another guy. Hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that, said I'm gonna get that boy. So he went and bought himself a room in the local saloon. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Rocky had come, equipped with a gun, to shoot off the legs of his rival. His rival, it seems, had broken his dream by stealing the girl of his fancy. Her name was McGill, she called herself Mill, but everyone knew her as Nancy. Now she and her man, who called himself Dan, were in the next room at the hoedown. Well, Rocky burst in and grinning a grin. So Danny boy, this is a showdown. Daniel was hot, he drew first and shot, and Rocky collapsed in the corner. No, Doc, it's only a scratch. And I'll be back again as soon as I am able. Whoa, Rocky Raccoon fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Gideon checked out and left it no doubt to aid with a good Rocky's revival. down Sugar Hill in Harlem. I think we're getting to the inevitables of the night, the songs that always make an appearance in some form or another. This is another one of my absolute favorite songwriters, Mr. Mark Cohn. It's a song called Walkin' in Memphis. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. And I'm walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? I saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland. I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered around his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, and there's gospel in the air. The Reverend Green will be glad to see you. When you have not got, I said you have not got, I said you have not got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays the piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her. They asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, what? I said, walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Thank you. So I'm going to do, let's see, I got a request for one I haven't done in a long time, so I'm going to see how this goes. It's funny, I mentioned Inca Sun earlier as being a sort of a portal that introduced me to a lot of other songs that, and artists that I then followed further and fell in love with. And the same is true for Celtic Thunder, if you ever saw one of their PBS specials. A bunch of young Irish singers. They would do their interpretations of classic songs. They had original songs. My Uncle Pat, who is a legendary sound man and tour manager who's worked with everyone from Miles Davis to Bonnie Raitt to Herbie Hancock, John Scofield, Ozzo Motley, Angelique Kidjo, was their tour manager for a couple tours. So I got to see these guys, and they sort of, with some of their covers, showed me the way to a lot of other great songs, and this is one of them. It's by Chicago. It's called Hard to Say I'm Sorry. Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know that after all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me that I can't let go. I couldn't stand being kept away, not for a day, from your body. I wouldn't want to be swept away, far away from the one I love. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now. I really want to tell you I'm sorry, and I could never let you go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. I do. Thank you. I can't remember the last time I did that one. Had a request for some Bonnie Raitt. Speaking of people my uncle has done sound and tours for. This is from the Luck of the Draw album, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. One of my first musical loves. Jody's gone to the city. What we gonna do now that Jody's gone? She left a note on the TV, Papa, it's a pity. What we gonna do now that Jody's gone? Well, Mama's been crying in the kitchen since morning. She cried right through as the world turns. Seen it myself and Papa, it's a bitchin'. Let's haul ass before the baby gets burned. Gas up the old Ford, get up the road map. They got a head start about a half a day. Load up the shotgun, put it in the gun rack. Jody's with Chico down in East LA. Well, it must have been that wild-eyed silver-tongued schemer. A girl like Jody don't think for herself. Him and that Harley and his damn jalapeno. Smoking that stuff will make you hurt yourself. Well, Pop, come quick, Jody's gone to the city. What we gonna do now that Jody is gone? She left a note on the TV, Papa, it's a pity. What we gonna do now that Jody is gone? Gas up the old Ford, get out the road map. They got a head start about a half a day. Stop at the mobile, pump up the flat wheel. Jody's with Chico and his ding dang dee. Well, Mama's been crying in the kitchen since morning. She cried right through as the world turns. Seen it myself and Papa, it's a bitchin'. Let's haul ass before the baby gets burned. I got 29 ways to make it to my baby's door. If she needs me bad, I can find about 2 or 3 more. Got one down the closet, 2 down the hall. If going gets tough, I got a hole in the wall. I got 29 ways to make it to my baby's door. If she needs me real bad, I can find about 2 or 3 more. Way through the closet behind the clothes, way through the attic that no one knows. Got a master key that fits every lock, a hidden door behind the grandfather clock. I got 29 ways to make it to my baby's door. Needs me bad, I can find about 2 or 3 more. Thank you. Let's see. Got a couple more requests. If you don't mind, if you'll indulge me for one that I wanted to do for myself, which conveniently enough is a song about that Bruce Hornsby wrote about when he was starting out playing in clubs and wanted to play the stuff he wanted to play, and everybody else wanted to hear different stuff. So, a song called "The Changes." He was trying to play his, jazz fusion inspired stuff, and people just wanted to hear Brick House, and that's the way I Like It by KC and the Sunshine Band. A song called "The Changes." Scene is set, everybody's in place. 2 chairs filled for every 5 gone to waste. The pantsuit girl gives me a nasty gaze, says play it on your own time. I walk to the bandstand blowing my horn. Nobody knows what we're really here for. Just take it out hard till they show us the door. It's us against them tonight. Play the changes, play the changes, play the changes. It's us against them tonight. was ring, said to me, said, where's the joy in your delivery? I said, maybe there's not supposed to be any real joy at all. Sat there with that plastic smile, we sit jiving, but in a little while, holding her hand, she joined the single file and walked on down the hall. We played the changes, played the changes, played the changes. We take it out hard till the show is the door. The owner says he thinks we need some work. We got a place for you doing some road work. It ain't asphalt on the interstate. Nobody cares, and why should they? The white girl in the sheepy says we're all the rage. Says my friends, and I think you're quite the sage. Wear a kofu and a finger gauge. See what you wear. The wind blows today. We play the changes. Play the changes, play the changes. Where do we go from here? My old friend Dave got the silver spoon. Said, why don't you play those good old tunes? If you give it up now, you can fill the room. I said, there's nothing like a good train tune. You play the changes. See what you wear, the wind blows today. Woke up one morning and the sun didn't shine. Picked up a shovel, got right in line to lift 16 tons. So what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go my soul to the company store. The company store. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh woman, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest woman I've ever seen. I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Thank you.
That was amazing.
And sometimes you get one of those loops and you're like, this could work with so many different songs. And Bruce Hornsby, I'm sure he has done that at some point in his career because he's done everything else. But it was from him that I learned. I played with a band called the Brew. It was my mentor's band, and they were very much inspired by Bruce Hornsby, who of course played with the Grateful Dead. So kind of the whole segue lineage you can trace from me back to the Grateful Dead via the Brew and Bruce Hornsby. So I mentioned earlier The Inevitables, and this is a song that got requested, so here it is. It's my theme song. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? Not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Oh, la 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 dee da, la la dee da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine, gets me my drinks for free. He's quick with a joke or a light up his smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Seth, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. Sure, I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la 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 dee da, la la dee da, la da da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist, never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as some businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Oh. Well, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Oh, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. The manager gives me a smile, 'cause she knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer, and they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Yeah, having had a gig in a year. I know you know it. Let me hear it. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Just got a couple more for you.
Yay!
Once again, thank you all so much. It means the world. I was just teasing in that last song. The whole bread in my jar thing. I'm just teasing.
There's a jar over here.
I it means the world to that you're willing to listen to me. Like this is just an exercise in self-indulgence. If I wasn't here, I'd be doing this at home. So the fact that you guys are all here and listening to me, it's incredibly freeing to know that I've still got it, because it's been a while. So thank you all for another just truly lovely night on what I cannot stress enough is the most beautiful stage I have ever played. So I've got a couple more to send you off home with. Make sure to be safe. You know, just getting home, but also, you know, this pandemic thing, it's not quite over yet. Like, just be smart about it so that we can all get back out and back to our lives. Just saying. Just, you know. All I wanna do when I wake up in the morning is see your eyes. Rosanna, Rosanna. Never thought that a girl like you could ever care for me. Rosanna, yeah. All I wanna do in the middle of the evening is hold you tight. Rosanna, Rosanna. Never thought you were looking for more than I could ever be. Not quite a year since you went away. Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone, and I have to say, meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. I can see your face still shining through the window on the other side. Rosanna, Rosanna. Never thought that a girl like you could ever feel so sad. Rosanna, yeah. Well, all I want to tell you is now you'll never ever have to compromise. Rosanna, Rosanna. Never thought that losing you would ever hurt so bad. Not quite a year since you went away. Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone, and I have to say, meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. quite a year since you went away, Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone, and I have to say, meet you all the way, meet you all the way, Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way, meet you all the way, Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way, yeah, yeah. Meet you all the way, Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way, ooh, yeah. I'll meet you all the way, Rosanna, yeah. And it's a marvelous night for moonlights with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. All the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. And all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning is done. And I know now the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. Now you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then our dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. Every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. And I know how much you want me that you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? One more moon dance in the moonlight on a magic night. In the moonlight on a magic night. Not quite a year since you went away, Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone, and I have to say, meet you all the way, meet you all the way, Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way, meet you all the way. All right. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Seth.
I did. Is Bob still here?
Folkley?
Bobble.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. That's Folkley.
Damn.
No, he really wanted to be here, but he needed to go home.
No, understandable.
He's a giver.
He said something about Bohemian Rhapsody, but I don't know what he was talking about.
That was him too, because there were two more requests that I was going to close the night with that he requested. So I don't know if you guys would mind hearing them.
No, we'd rather. No, he's gone, so you can play whatever you think you want to play.
Well, no, I was going to close with these
Okay,
anyway.
good,
They're
good.
perfect closes.
Then that is like perfect. Because we love him.
When I see a sunset like this in a concert setting, I always think the first time I saw Bruce Hornsby. And it was, I had school starting soon. I was thinking we needed to leave before the encore break, because we had a long drive home. But as we were leaving the park where he was playing, he started playing this song. And I turned to my dad and I said, no, we're not going anywhere. We got to hear this. It's called Fortunate Son. Sitting wondering, watching the parade in my ever-present chair. People laughing and smiles all around me. Balloons and paper in my hair. There's a man in a car with the top down, waving wildly at me. Poor son of a gun, I know he's thinking, better him than me. I've stared down the devil and had to look away. Called out to the angels, but no one ever came. Laid down on an even but 00 plate. It's alright, I'm a lucky one. Oh, such a fortunate son. I was always taught well, be the strong one and keep it inside. Sometimes I sit beside the freeway and howl out at the dark, dark sky. I might just have to go out and burn one, have a drink or a few, fade away in a cloudy haze of smoke, give the old man's best salute. I've stared down the devil and had to look away. Called out to the angels, but no one ever came. Laid down on an even but a 00 plate. That's alright, I'm a lucky one. Oh, such a fortunate son. Just have to go out and burn one, have a drink or a few, fade away in a cloudy haze of smoke, give the old man's best salute. I've stared down the devil and had to look away. Called out to the angels, but no one ever came. Plate. That's alright, I'm a lucky one. Oh, such a Is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone at all? Come on, I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you tell me where it hurts? Come on, I hear you're feeling down. I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fever. My head felt just like two balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. I cannot explain, you would not understand. This is not how I am. Oh, and I have become comfortably numb. Okay, 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 just a little pinprick. There'll be no more. You may feel a little sick. Can you stand up, stand up, stand up? I do believe it's working. Good, that'll keep you going for the show. Come on, it's time to go. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown, the dream is gone. Oh, and I have become comfortably numb. Comfortably numb. I might just have to go out and burn one, have a drink or a few, fade away in a cloudy haze of smoke. Give the old man's best salute, salute. I've stared down the devil and had to look away. Called out to the angels, but no one ever came. Yeah, laid down on an even, but 00 played. Yeah, that's alright, I'm a lucky one. I'm such a fortunate son. Fortunate son. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's alright, I'm a lucky one. Such a fortunate son. you so much. I think that'll do it for me. Thank you for everyone who stuck around, for everyone who was here. It means the world. I have had a wonderful, wonderful night, and I hope you have too, and I hope I will see you again before too long. Take care of yourselves. Have a great night.